Good morning, ma'am. Myself, Harmanpreet Singh Kala, studying in class 8 Penstiman, roll number 23. Today, I am going to tell you about my topic, classification of resources, which I have taken from SS chapter 12, the resources, geography section. Resources have existed on the earth from prehistoric days. We can define resources by saying that anything that is useful or has value is a resource. A car, TV, computer, teacher, engineer. In other words, we can also say any material which is a part of our environment, a part of our earth. It is can be useful to man is a resource. Now we can define resources are that material which have got value and used to satisfy our needs called resources. There are few characteristics of resources: utility, value, depletion or consumption. Types of resources. Resources are classified in different ways. General classification of resources, classification based on exhaustibility, classification based on origin, classification based on use. In this flow chart, we can see that we can classify resources in four types. On the basis of sources, resources are three types: natural, human, man-made. On the basis of renewability or exhaustibility, renewable and non-renewable. On the basis of origin, biotic and abiotic. On the basis of use, actual and potential. Now we read this classification of resources one by one. As we seen in pictures, natural resources, these include land, water, soil, vegetation, wildlife, minerals and power resources. Fish, a food resource, is also considered a natural resource. Second is human resources. They are the most important resources of the world. Human beings are the biggest assets of a nation. It is their capability and skills which impart value to resources. Human resources depend on numbers, quantity, and abilities, both mental and physical. Third is human made resources. Machines, synthetic materials, buildings, houses are resources created by human beings from the physical material available in the environment through various institutions like trade, scientific laboratories have also enhanced human made resources. The combination of the above three resources make a country great and advanced. Another classification based on renewability or accessibility. In the chart, we can see these resources are two types: renewable and non-renewable. Renewable sources are those sources which can be used continuously year after year. Resource which can renew themselves quickly are termed as renewable source. Example: solar energy, wind, soil, plants, forest, air, etc. Non-renewable source. Some resources like minerals get exhausted. These are called non-renewable resources. Coal and oil are example of non-renewable resources. There is a limit to their availability in the world. Classification based on origin. Based on origin, natural resources are divided into two categories. Biotic and abiotic. Biotic resources are obtained from the biosphere, forests, their products, crop, birds, and animals, fish. Other marine life are example of biotic resources. They are both renewable and non-renewable. Abiotic resources are obtained from non-living things, land, water, minerals, iron, copper, gold, lead are abiotic resources. With the help of technology, some of the resources have been recycled. For example, paper and most metal like iron, silver, and gold can be recycled. But fossil fuels like coal, petrol, and gas are completely exhausted after use. Another method of classification of resources is on the basis of their development and use. Potential resources are potential resources is not being used currently. A potential resource can prove useful and become an actual resource in the future. Example, uranium deposit in Ladakh, actual resources. An actual resource is one used currently. An actual resource might have been a potential resource in the past. It may end up in the future. Example, coal deposits. It is all about classification of resources. Thank you. Have a good day ahead.